Zebulon Montgomery Pike by Ethan O'Keefe. I, Zebulon Montgomery Pike, was born on January 5, 1779, in Lamberton, New Jersey, to Major Zebulon Pike and Isabella Brown Pike. I rarely attended school as a child because my family was constantly moving due to my father's position in the military. I joined the Army in 1794 when I was 15 and served under General Wayne. I was already a lieutenant by 1799. In 1801, I decided I should start a family of my own. I asked my uncle, James Brown, if I could marry his daughter, Clara. He refused, but we married anyways. We lived in Indiana and Illinois for a while and had 5 children, but all but my daughter, Clarissa, died before adulthood. In 1805, General James Wilkinson, who I admired greatly, asked me to lead an expedition to explore surrounding areas of the Mississippi River. We left St. Louis, Missouri in 1805 for our Mississippi Valley expedition. Our goals were to find the Mississippi River headwaters, tell British fur traders they owed taxes to the United States, and to make treaties with the natives. In September of 1805, we signed a treaty with the Dakota that gave us more than 100,000 acres of land. Our expedition was off to a good start. However, winter approached and we still hadn't found the Mississippi River headwaters. We hadn't prepared to be gone so long and hadn't brought proper supplies for the winter. Finally, on Christmas Day of 1805, we took a fork and found a lake, which we named Leech Lake. This seemed to be the headwaters. With our accomplishment, we turned back and arrived in St. Louis on April 30th, 1806. We were immediately given new orders by General Wilkinson to go on a southwest expedition. To the public, our goal was to find the headwaters of the Arkansas and Red Rivers, but he actually wanted us to scout Spanish lands along the southwest border of the Louisiana Purchase. Through the summer of 1806, we crossed the Great Plains, which was a flat grassland, and in the fall we had reached Colorado. On November 15, 1806, I thought I saw a small blue cloud in the distance, but when we approached it, we discovered it was actually a mountain. We named it Grand Mountain and attempted to climb it. We neared the peak, but due to the cold weather and our lack of proper clothing and supplies, we had to retreat back down. We had lost a lot of time trying to climb Grand Mountain, and winter neared. We turned south towards New Mexico for warmer weather and eventually stopped and set up camp. We were unaware we were in Spanish territory, and on February 26, 1807, about 100 Spanish soldiers came and took us to Santa Fe, and eventually Chihuahua, where the government was. We were there for several months and couldn't leave till July. While my expeditions were not particularly successful, they did provide new knowledge of the lands I explored and helped increase interest in westward travel. Grand Mountain was later renamed Pike's Peak. Leech Lake was not the Mississippi River headwaters. Henry Schoolcraft discovered it was Lake Itasca almost 20 years after Zebulon Pike's death.